Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the electric vehicle minor course. We are talking about the first chapter, that is Introduction to Electric Vehicle. In that, today we are going to see about the block diagram of electric vehicle, right? So the block diagram of electric vehicle is a part of our first chapter, and it's very important question as far as GTU examination is concerned. So here I have uh, put the block diagram as per my design. You may put in your own, but the important thing is that you should include all the components of the electric vehicle. Okay, so let us see one by one. We'll start from a mechanical system. So here the wheels are there, which are generally uh, connected with the gear. That is what we say as the mechanical powertrain system, and the gear is connected to the motor. Okay, so depending on the vehicle speed requirement, depending on the initial torque requirement, or depending on your driving cycle of your electric vehicle, the gear system and the wheels are being selected. The range is being selected as per the driving cycle, which includes the time and the speed which you want to achieve, that is maximum speed and the braking time. So based on that, the wheel and the connection, that is mechanical power transmission system using gear, is done. The gear is connected in uh, in connection with the motor shaft, and the motor is getting supplied to the converter. Okay, now here the motor can be your AC motor or maybe DC motor, and depending on that your converter is selected. Okay, so basically if you see the converter is taking the supply from the storage system, and that storage system is giving supply to converter, which is diverted to two-way. One is auxiliary system and another is the electrical main driving system. Okay, so mostly auxiliary system in case of electric vehicle is generally DC, and the output side for the motor, that depends on the motor, which motor you are using for the driving purpose. Okay, so if your motor is DC, the converter will be DC-DC converter, DC-DC converter, that is buck and boost converter, or maybe another kind of DC-DC converter. And for this, it is definitely DC-DC. If your motor is AC, then the converter will be DC-AC kind of converter. Okay, that is what we say as inverter. So now the storage system is there, which is responsible to supply the required energy. And the storage system can be your battery, that can be your supercapacitor, that can be flywheel, that can be a magnetic circuit also. Anything it's possible, which we had another chapter to discuss in detail. If we assume that that is battery, so battery storage system is there, which requires some charging, so there will be a charging, and the charger may be onboard and off-board charger. So depending on the type of your electric vehicle, the charging system is there, and it is giving supply to the battery is going to give the supply to the motor through converter, and motor is going to convert electrical energy to the mechanical, that is kinetic energy, and which is converting into the distance travel, that is the speed, the mechanical speed, from angular speed to the linear speed. Okay, in block diagram there is a controller also associated with this, and that controller is taking care or monitoring the storage system, the control of the converter, and also the continuous monitoring of the motor condition. So basically, the control of motor through converter, okay, and looking after the storage system as well as the condition monitoring of the motor. Now, there is another system which is also auxiliary system, which is associated for providing the light, sufficient light, as well as maybe horn, maybe speakers, maybe musical system. So this is going to be your auxiliary system, which is generally working on DC supply, that is 5 or 12 volt. Okay, so if we look into this, then we'll have mainly mechanical power train, mechanical power transmission system, then motor, then converter, depending on the motor which you select, DC-DC or DC-AC, and then the storage system and the auxiliary system. And to look after these three, there will be a controller. Okay, and to provide the sufficient energy, there will be charging system also. So if we, overall, if you look into the diagram of the electric vehicle, that is block diagram of electric vehicle, we'll have mainly four subsystems. So now this is a detailed diagram of the electric vehicle. Here you can see this, that different systems are divided. So first is energy storage system. Okay, and energy storage system, that is require refueling, that is nothing but our recharging system, then energy sources itself, and the energy management unit, which is I said as a controller. And the same controller is looking after, or maybe the different controller, it is looking after the electronic power converter, which is responsible to drive the electric motor, and ultimately it will take care of the mechanical rotation of the wheel through the gear system, right? And there will be an auxiliary system which is running through the energy sources, which says auxiliary power supply system, which provides hustle climate control unit, that is our lighting, music system, air conditioning, and all this. And there will be a mechanical control subsystem. So overall, in the block diagram of electric vehicle, we can say that there is one energy storage system, another is electric propulsion system, then auxiliary system, and the mechanical control system, where mechanical control system includes the steering wheel, the accelerator, and the braking mechanism. Okay, so this is very important question to understand at the starting of electric vehicle. When we are learning electric vehicle, we must know what are the subsystems of the electric vehicle. So here, uh, possibly two questions can be asked to you. Okay, here are this. Okay, so dear students, these are the main four subsystems which is required to be designed while you are making electric vehicle. And whenever there is any repairing is concerned, you must take care of five subsystems. Okay, so apart from this four, fifth one is charging system. Okay, that can be your fast charger or slow charger, maybe onboard charger or outboard. So keep yourself up to date with the electric vehicle minor course. And here I conclude my topic for the block diagram of electric vehicle. Subscribe to the channel, be in touch, drop your comment, questions to the YouTube link. Thank you.